Hi Varna community. So this video is going to be the first of a series that I want to put together, basically showing one of the large lots of records that I recently acquired. A couple of videos back, I can't remember what it's called now, I'll write that here, I showed basically some of the different lots that I'd received over the summer. One of them was particularly large and really good shape, from a working colleague of my wife. And there's a lot of great records there, and I want to show them. Don't know if I'm going to have a chance to show them all, but probably sort of over the next 4 or 5 videos, I guess I'll probably show the majority of them. Now I've broken them down. Oh, before I go any further, this is what I'm listening to. It's Fairground Attractions, A Fond Kiss. It's like the second album that never was. If I understand right, it's a collection of tracks that they had extra, and also a few tracks that they'd sort of put together as the beginning of the start of the next album or something. But I don't think they disbanded. So this came out after they'd sort of basically disbanded. But it's a good album. I really like listening to it. Got some great songs, and Eddie Reader is always really good to look at. Sorry, always good to listen to. Quite good to look at too, but that's not what I meant to say. Okay, so I've got the statistics here of this lot that I'm going to begin to show you now, broken down. Altogether, it was 182 records. So all were LPs except for, I think, about 4 12-inch singles, and we've got 60 of those were ones that I don't have, that I plan to keep. 28 of those are ones that I have, but these ones that I've got are better, superior, whatever, so I will keep those too. There's 36 in this lot that I can't really decide whether to keep them or not. They're ones that I have, and I'm quite satisfied with the copies that I have, but hey, these are quite nice records. Seems a shame, you know, to reject them in any way, but they're a little bit undecided. And then there was 58 which I didn't want to have, I didn't want to keep, because it's music that either I don't like or don't enjoy. So I'll start then. So this is the box with some of the ones that I have that I plan to keep. I'm going to go through them fairly quickly. Okay, and these are all really great condition, great shape, lovely and clean. Cat Stevens, Catchment at 4, Gatefold. That Petrol Emotion. This was like the band that the Undertones became when they separated. I had this, obviously, but this is a better one because it's on green vinyl, and generally it's in just nicer condition. So I'm going to keep that. Genesis, and then there were 3. The copy of this that I have is quite poor, so it's good to have quality replacement. Rainbow Rising. This is probably one of my favourite heavy metal hard rock albums. It's a really good album, and I'm just happy to have an extra copy because it's so good. Don McLean, American Pie. This is an original pressing, and I can tell that because if you look on various pressings of this that come out later, they do some kind of, you know, geeky thing here with covering up this United Artists record emblem. I don't know if it's a different label that's publishing them, but they do such a bad job, you know, sort of before digital publishing and things. But this has got that original one on there, so good to have. Really good record, I like that. Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason. Again, I mean this is pretty much mint condition. The one that I have is, you know, a little bit older. That's the custom label. So very, very happy to have sort of like a flawless copy of this. I listened to it just the other night and it was completely flawless. Carole King, Rhymes and Reason. I picked up a fair few of Carole King's albums in the States when I lived there, and the copy of this that I have is, yeah, been around the block a few times, whereas this is, you know, great shape. So very happy to have that as a replacement. Lou Reed, Transformer. Again, you know, great copy. Better than the copy that I have. It's on RCA. So, I mean, hats off to this guy Ken that gave these to me. He's kept them in really, really good shape. Many of them are, you know, from the 70s, and so many of them are just so beautifully clean, you know, immaculately taken care of. So this is Rush, Permanent Waves, upside down. Great record, that one. Again, sort of an improvement or an upgrade on my copy that I have. And then lastly, this batch is Steve Hillage L. I showed this recently, and I was quite happy with the copy that I have, but this is cleaner, this is better. Interesting, it's got £2.99 on it, which is probably what, yeah, obviously was what it was sold for at the time. Yeah, it's from 1976. So there you go. That's the price of records in those days. You'd be, you know, you'd be lucky to find it for that price today. This is It Bites' first album, Big Lad in the Windmill. Already have it, obviously, but this is a cracking mint condition copy. UK. So this is Eddie Jobson, John Wetton, Alan Holdsworth, Bill Brifford. Lovely condition copy I've got here. Sort of, I think you describe this as sort of, it's progressive rock, no doubt, but it's more like this, what do they call it? It'll come to me in a minute. Like neo-prog. Elvis Costello. Again, beautiful clean copy. Have this already. Interesting, look at the price stickers there. It's on board with 50p at some stage or other. Ian Jory's New Boots and Panties. Again, you know, this is a good, fresh, clean copy. Got the sort of the inner material. Wonderful to have. ABC, British pop band, How to Be a Zillionaire. I have this, but I didn't have it on gatefold. So that's great. Michael Schenker. Showed a lot of his records just recently. This is his first album. Lovely clean copy. So it's great. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. Say No More, AC/DC, If You Want Blood. Lovely, clean, great shape copy of that. Genesis, Seconds Out. It's one of my favourites. Great live album by Genesis. Again, superior copy. Okay, coming towards the end of this first batch now. Queen's Greatest Hits. I mean, obviously, this is a definite. You've got to have this album in your collection, and that's a great copy. Obscured by Clouds, Pink Floyd. This is the first pressing of this, and well, yeah, my copy that I have is pretty well overplayed, so it's enough. Good to have a fresh one. So continuing on, sorry, David Bowie, Scary Monsters, Super Creeps. I only recently acquired this record. This is a lovely condition record, RCA, look at that. So I've always had it on cassette since the 80s. Recently got it on vinyl, but this is a much better version. My first album was this, Changes One. I still have the original copy, and it's the only one that I've had. The one that my sister gave me when I was 13, my very first record. So it's great to have an update of that as well. Lovely condition. Yep. Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. John Heaton just showed this record recently. He had a video all about, well, it's like a review of the album, but he spoke as well quite at length about the different angles of this cover. I think he said there are 6 different angles. Well, so I already have this, but I have it front cover from a different angle, I think, seen from this guy. It'll be fun to collect all of them. Nothing I'm going to go out of my way to do, but if I find them, I'll grab them. Led Zeppelin 4, original, lovely condition, clean copy, excellent. Funnily enough, you know, this is not my favourite record, not my favourite Led Zeppelin record. In fact, I'd probably go as far as to say that it's the one that I least like. There are some tracks on it that I do like. I really like Going to California, for instance. But much of it is, I just think they've done better albums, to be honest with you. Stairway to Heaven. I mean, before you even know who Led Zeppelin are, you've already heard that too many times. That's my view anyway. But anyway, good to have a good clean copy. This is probably my favourite album, one of my favourite albums of all time, if not the favourite. This is Led Zeppelin, Houses to the Holy. The copy that I got, that I learnt this music from, is the one that I still have. So again, it's good to have a fresh, well preserved copy. It's on Atlantic. So happy for that. Time and a Word by Yes. Wasn't that long ago that I actually got a good copy of this. This is even better. So chuffed to bits. And Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Deja Vu. The copy that I have of this is from America, and this is like a British pressing, I think. So I'm going to hang on to this too. Great to have, excellent record, really enjoyed that. Okay, so that's the first in this series. those are the records that I already have from before, but I'm probably going to upgrade and replace my copies or include them in my collection. Next one will be focusing mainly on those records that I got in that collection from Ken, that I don't have and that I look forward to keeping, and learning to love. Okay, thanks very much everybody. Hope this was mildly enjoyable. Look out for my next video. Thanks very much. Bye.